Tonight on Air Rescue.
Been married 6 weeks. Yeah.
6 weeks.
Dream shattered by a honeymoon wipeout.
Landing at high speed, but she's come off head first, done like a sort of a somersault.
Is the fairy tale over? A rescue mission in jeopardy
Motorcycle over an embankment 10 metres.
as a massive storm front closes in.
Got a young fella who's ran out straight in front of a school bus.
And all he wants is his mum. Will little Moses' prayers be answered? At the Westpac Rescue Base, the engineering crew work around the clock. For every hour of flying time, the helicopters require 4 hours of maintenance. Westpac 2 is ready to go. An early morning call comes in from a scene of a trail bike accident.
Sounds pretty serious. So again, possible hoist.
Ground paramedics have reported that a bike rider has skidded off a cliff. The crew prepare for a winch rescue.
He's launched himself over a cliff, so he's done a good Superman.
This mission will call on all of Pilot Gandhi's experience.
There are always little problems that pop up. You just have to keep a clear head, get in there and get the patient out.
Throttles up, Cam. Standing behind the rear. Tails clear left. 100%. Educator 84 on scene. Motorcycle over an embankment 10 metres.
To get to the injured rider, Gandhi has to navigate around a massive storm front.
Make it a little bit rougher here, guys, because we're coming along the edge of this storm. Make sure you got your stuff secure in the back. Copy. Water. You want me to move into the back now, Gandhi? If you want, mate, if you think you can get through. Out of belt lane and moving across to the back right.
Gandhi's dodged the storm. For now.
Doors coming back.
Attention turns to locating the injured rider.
They've driven up here as well, so we're also looking for a car. You'd think so, wouldn't you? So, yeah, let's just keep following this track until we come across it. Okay, you got it sorted.
There he is.
Right, 1 o'clock.
The crew wastes no time picking a spot to winch down to the accident scene.
Keep moving forward. 30, 20.
With the storm still in the vicinity, they need to move quickly.
1 and hold. Okay, just getting the guys out in position. Waiting for a thumbs up. Have a thumbs up. Clear to hoist.
Dr. Brett and paramedic Sean will go down first to assess the patient.
Carla main, walk clear right.
But storm clouds are brewing. The rain is setting in.
Keep going back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and hold. Halfway down, no swing, no spin. And all weight soft. Just edging the guys down on the ground there now. Slack cable's paid. Have a thumbs up. Clear to hoist in slack cable. Clear to hoist. And cable's on the way up. Are you happy with this weather at this stage, Andy? Yeah, it's not worrying me. Copy.
The crew reach the scene of the accident and receive an initial brief from the ground paramedics.
Some sort of head injury, and possibly upper chest, right side, maybe left as well.
He's conversing, he's a bit drowsy, confused. It's hard, his chest sounds like it's got equal air entry. He's pretty sore all over his chest. That's about really as far as I've got.
22-year-old Rowan was trail bike riding with 3 friends when he skidded off the road at speed. He was catapulted 10 metres head first down this rocky slope. He's lucky to be alive.
We're going to try and just get this stretcher down here and the oxygen, mate. It's going to be too tight for your hoist in this location.
Rowan is confused and disorientated. Early signs of brain trauma. He needs urgent medical care. But how quickly can they get him out? The crew of Westpac 1 have received a call to a serious water skiing accident.
36-year-old female here, high-speed skiing accident, hitting her head on the water.
Chief Paramedic Liz fears for the worst.
Having a water ski accident and hitting flat water is like hitting a brick wall at 100 k's an hour.
Okay, I've got him sighted. He's just over the yacht club, Newcastle Yacht Club low.
The main thing we were concerned about is the spinal injury, particularly the cervical spine, and that could serious enough that can leave someone with a quadriplegia.
The ambulance down below us right now at our 10 o'clock.
Road paramedics have moved the patient to a nearby field.
Brakes on. Clear to move out. Clear to go. Moving in.
Liz and colleague Peter take over responsibility for the patient.
Hello there. My name's Liz.
26-year-old Rebecca,
no
water skiing,
dramas.
high speed. She's not sure exactly what happened, but she's come off head first, done like a sort of a somersault, complaining of a numbness and tingling to the back of her head, pins and needles, she described it as, which is still present.
Rebecca has been water skiing since she was a child. Her husband Josh and her twin sister Charlotte wait anxiously for news of her condition. Their greatest fear is a spinal cord injury.
How's your pain? Have you got any?
I just kept checking the back of my head because it felt a bit, you know when you get a dead leg and it just sort of feels a bit funny.
Okay.
So it's slowly been moving sort of back towards the back.
Pins and needles at the back of the head, it's not something that I've come across before. Potentially she's got some kind of injury up in the spinal cord at the base of her skull. That's quite serious.
Liz can't take any chances with head and neck trauma.
And you don't feel any funny things anywhere else?
Although Rebecca may seem stable, continued swelling on her spine may cause her condition to deteriorate.
Any pain in there anyway?
No.
Husband Josh was at the wheel of the boat.
We were just out skiing and I was driving and there was a lot of boats around, a lot of chop, and she just came a cropper on one of the turns, and yeah, it was like she's had a lot of crashes in the past, but this was different, and she was in the water crying, so we knew that something was up.
There's a bit of a fine balance between telling someone everything's going to be absolutely okay when you don't actually know, but letting them know that everything's as good as it can be at the moment.
Just going to pop a little needle in, just in case you do develop any pain on the way.
Josh and Rebecca have been married for just 6 weeks.
Bit of a sting, okay, Don?
What will this mean for their future? The Mile Lakes is a holiday playground for water skiers and thrill seekers. But a holiday can turn to tragedy in an instant. Newlywed water skier Rebecca fell at high speed and has suspected neck and head injuries.
So we're going to take you to the John Hunter. Okay, have you been there before?
Yeah, no worries.
She looks frightened, basically. I can imagine she'd have all sorts of what-if scenarios going through her mind at the moment.
Husband Josh was skipper in charge.
So how are you? You all right?
Been married 6 weeks.
6 weeks?
Josh can only sit and watch as the drama unfolds. Life for these newlyweds may never be the same.
I'm going to roll you onto your right side, all right? On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Can't take any risks with potential spinal injuries. We might still find a new injury that we haven't come across as yet.
A final check of her spine clears her for transport to the waiting helicopter.
1, 2, 3. You okay? Won't take long.
Rebecca will have to be closely monitored on the flight to hospital for any signs of deterioration.
Here we have a 26-year-old female water skiing at high speed, held forward over the skis into the water, complaining of some numbness to the back of the head and pain in the left side of her neck.
Control Westpac 1, details have been passed to the John for you, they're expecting you.
We can't take any risks with potential spinal injuries. It looks like it's okay, and I hope I'm right, but I just hope it all goes all right for them.
Husband Josh can only hope that his wife will come through without permanent damage. The Westpac rescue team has arrived at the scene of a shocking trail bike crash. 22-year-old Rowan lies critically injured at the foot of a 10-metre embankment.
Were you winching from here or? No, mate, it's too tight. We'll get him up there.
There's no way he can be winched to the helicopter from here.
Clear to hoist. Clear to hoist. And on the way down.
Rescue crewman Ben has to get down with a stretcher so the injured rider can be moved.
And on the way down. Halfway down. Continuing, position's good. Got a bit of a swing up now, but that's correcting. Travelling nicely. And a weight's coming off in 3, 2, 1. And a weight's off. Slate cable's played. And disconnect. Clear to hoist. Clear to hoist.
He's down, but time and fuel are critical.
Temple and skids. How are we going for fuel, Gandy? I'm down to 1,000 pounds. I'm going to go and land back down in this oval, that paddock, and shut down. Right out. Okay, because that'll conserve our fuel.
They left the base with a full fuel load. A lengthy rescue means Gandy needs to manage his reserves if they're to get out safely.
2, 3, grab!
The paramedics have to get Rowan back up the slope. He has a suspected broken neck and ribs and is becoming increasingly distressed.
Just relax, buddy. Just relax, mate. We've got to get you out.
There's potential for serious brain damage. It's vital the crew get him to specialist hospital care and fast.
Let's just say nice and still. Keep your hands in, mate. Okay, nice and slow, guys. Really slippery. Can you get around? Nice and slow.
They've made it. The helicopter is radioed back to the scene.
Reposition his head this way.
Just confirm 1,500 be a good time for recovery.
Yeah, portable, copy that.
If the fuel level falls too low, Gandy will have to delay the rescue while he refuels back at base.
We take 20 minutes up there, we're really going to start cutting into the fuel. No, that'll take me 15 minutes.
If winch operator Todd can't get the patient on board in 15 minutes, the rescue may have to be aborted. Critically injured trail bike rider Rowan lies on a dirt road waiting to be winched up to the Westpac rescue helicopter.
We're in the holding position, awaiting your call to move forward.
He has suspected brain, neck and chest injuries and needs urgent hospital care.
Copy your Westpac 2 moving in. Okay, got a visual, Gandy.
Pilot Gandy is manoeuvring into position. He also has one eye on the fuel gauge. And then there's that lingering storm front.
And cable's on the way down. And clear to move it right.
Winch operator Todd has 15 minutes to get the patient safely on board.
2, 1. And all weights off. They're good hook in hand, slack cable's paid, and it is secure.
Dr. Brett will bring Rowan up on the stretcher.
Camera thumbs up. You're clear to come up, take away. Back into away.
Teamwork is vital. This is what they train for.
And clear the ground. Clear to hoist. Clear to hoist. No swing, no spin. 40 below the skids. Tail main at wall clear behind. Catching in past the skids. And hoist control to pilot. Okay, I have control. Right, select cable down. Down.
Rowan's up and in record time.
And just securing stretcher and weights.
Now they have to get the rest of the crew on board.
And on the way up. Coming out past the tree line. Height's good there, position's good. No swing, no spin. Height's good.
Paramedic Sean is up next.
Continuing. Your reference? My reference. And Sean's coming in board there now.
There's now one to go.
Connecting up.
Finally, it's rescue crewman Ben.
On the way up. Clear the tree line there now. Height's good. Tail main rock clear. Stopping 1 foot behind. He's got a hand on the skids. Your reference? My reference. Okay, bring him up to the skids there now. Just going to bring the gear inboard. Just going to bring Benny inside. Coming inboard. Okay, Benny's inboard. You're clear to move off. Moving on. All the equipment is secure.
Todd has done it. Everyone's safely on board in 12 minutes. And there's clear skies ahead.
Fuel sufficient. 12 minutes. 3 minutes short. That was because of my flying.
Thank you, Westpac 2. How are you?
Not too bad, man. We're on our way with one patient for A&E. So how's he travelling, Brett? He sounds pretty crook.
Oh, he's pretty crook. Yeah, it was a fair fall.
Rowan needs immediate treatment for his head, neck and chest injuries. Thanks to the teamwork of the Westpac rescue crew, he's been safely delivered to specialist emergency care in record time.
Relax, buddy. Keep going, mate. It's okay. We're getting you out, buddy. Good, mate. Rowan.
A new day brings a new crisis for the crew of Westpac 2.
Okay, go ahead.
8-year-old hit by a car. Conscious, bleeding from the head.
There's been a traffic accident outside a school. A young boy has been hit by a van and has severe head injuries.
I only hope he's not as serious as what they're saying.
Crewman Nico has 2 kids of his own.
Kids don't deserve to be injured or hurt. They should be kept safe, and you do anything you can to protect them.
Set and SAS. Stand by ADI. Engaged. Door spells. It's under 95%. Still maintaining the green. Climbing.
6-year-old confirmed hit by a car, 30 kilometres an hour. Potential head injury, requesting you continue.
Andrew, the flight doctor, knows from experience that treating injured children requires a soothing voice and a gentle hand.
They're often upset, they can be uncooperative because they're scared. That makes things very tricky for us.
We'll be landing on scene in 1 minute.
Okay, got the ambulance there.
5 for and 2 off the ground right now.
Okay, good to go.
It turns out the boy is 7 years old. Ground paramedics have begun emergency treatment.
We've got a young fella who's run out straight in front of a school bus. First checks are 15, but there's a massive potential for head injury.
Yeah,
We've got lots of lacerations, blood and that sort of stuff around his head. He's a little bit agitated. We've got mum and dad both here now.
Okay.
We're just seeing just settling down a little bit.
Is your name Moses? Yeah. All right, mate. My name's Andrew.
Little Moses was thrown 10 metres after a van slammed into him. He was running from the school bus to his mum when he was hit. He desperately wants her now.
She's just outside, mate. Okay. We're just going to make sure she can come with us, okay?
Mum Sarah has been in shock since witnessing her son's accident.
The doc's just going to have a quick look at your son, makes a few decisions as to what we're going to do next. We'll probably be fairly quick. I'm assuming you'll probably want to come in the helicopter with us, will you? Yeah. We'll do our best to get you in if we can, though.
Yep. Moses, is your chest sore, mate? No? We have to have a hard think about whether this is an early phase in an injury that could get quite worse and could deteriorate. Can you take a couple of nice deep breaths for me, mate? Big breath in.
Moses has suffered a massive blow to the head. At this moment, the life of this little boy is in Andrew's hands.
Can I have a quick listen to your chest there, mate?
7-year-old Moses was hit by a van after running to his mother from the school bus. He has serious head injuries.
Is your belly sore, mate? Yeah, we'll fix that in a minute. It does look sore, mate.
Mummy's just outside, mate.
Moses is calling for his mum, and Nico is arranging for her to come with him in the helicopter.
We can fit Mum in, and the little fella will know that Mum's with him the whole way.
Feel free to come over with Sarah now, and you can still talk to her.
We try and do that to keep the kiddies calmer, and that helps the medics do their job.
While Nico is doing his best to calm Sarah, Dr. Andrew knows that her worst fears could come true. He's seen how head injuries like this can suddenly turn fatal.
They can look really good for an hour or so after their injury and then deteriorate badly. And that depends on the type of head injury they have. I think the safest thing for him is if we go straight to hospital without doing any more interventions here.
Okay, head first in, guys. Moses, you okay, mate?
There's Mummy. Mum's here, buddy, right next to you. Here's Mummy.
Mum Sarah is still coming to terms with what has happened.
He went out in front of the school bus and a car was coming towards him and got hit.
So that's just a little bit of stuff to make your head a bit less sore, mate, okay?
Okay, maintaining 90% in the green. Westpac 2's to part of this scene. Thanks very much for the car's assistance on scene. It was fantastic.
Moses is on his way to hospital. He'll need an MRI scan of his brain and spine to check for permanent damage. A month later, the crew get an email from a very grateful family.
Dear crew of the Westpac Rescue Helicopter, luckily Moses escaped with only minor injuries and he is now back at school and enjoying life as every 7-year-old should. From our entire family, thank you for getting Moses quickly to the hospital. Tat, Sarah, Moses and the Wildboat family.
They're the results you want to see. You just want to see kids back home. I mean, nothing should happen to kids like that. Lucky little boy, eh? Lucky little boy. That is a cracker, that photo there.
But he's a good looking kid, isn't he?
He's a beautiful looking kid.